Welcome class to lesson 8-11. Today, strong mathematicians can draw lines of symmetry and determine when figures have line symmetry. Take out your notebook, your pencil, write down today's date, the name of the lesson, and we're going to jump right in. So some notes today, some new vocabulary words. What is line symmetry? Well, line symmetry is when a figure can be folded along a line to create two halves that match exactly. So if I take that triangle and I'd fold it in half, they would be an exact match. The same thing with a piece of paper. If I fold it on that dotted line, that would then give me an exact match. The line of symmetry, now notice that how the of is highlighted in blue. So what's the difference? The line of symmetry is the actual name of the line on which a figure can be folded so the two halves match exactly. So I could also draw another line that could be another way, but we have to remember when we fold them, they have to be an exact match. Not the same shape, but an exact match as you folded it over. So you can pause the video right now and write down these two vocabulary words to help you out. Draw the pictures that go with them and the labels to help you get a good visualization and reminder of what line symmetry is and line of symmetry is. Right now we're looking at the figures and answer the following question. Do these figures have line symmetry? If so, how many lines of symmetry? So once again, we're going to start it. We're going to start to do it. We look at the shape. The first thing I was thinking about shape, can I cut it in half up and down? So notice if I go right here, this is the half. If I fold that over, would those two shapes match? The answer would be yes. This one does have line symmetry. And now is there another way? Can I cut it? And then I was thinking if I cut it half this way, what if I cut it in half this way? Would that one be a perfect match if I folded those two pieces over? The answer would be yes again. Can I cut it any other way? If I cut it this way from this corner to this corner, would that be a perfect match if I fold it over? It doesn't look like this side looks a little bit longer compared to the other side. So the red line would not be one. So I'm going to take that red line and just get it out of here, I think. We'll just delete that one like it never happened. So it has yes, and my answer is how many? It would be yes with an answer of 2. Let's look at our next shape. So I go back to my same strategy as I always do. Can I cut it in the middle? Does that create a perfect match? The answer would be yeah, it's got one square here, and then it's got a triangle. Here's got one square and a triangle, and an angle, I guess. Here's the angle, and a square and a square. So if I fold those shapes would look the same. So my answer would be yes, that would work. Can I also do it another direction? What if I cut it this way? Well, it looks like there's one angle here and an angle here, and there's a straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, angle in and angle in. So my guess would that one would work as well. Can I cut it in any other direction that I'm thinking of? And as I kind of shift my head and kind of turn the paper around and spin it, I don't see other ways. This one also has the answer of 2. Does that mean, oh, here we go again. I see they're always yes, 2, yes, 2, yes, 2. Well, let's see. This one has a yes and is a 2. Well, as I said before, been cutting down the middle. Well, it looks like this goes out and out and out some more and out some more and out some more, out some more, and then in and in. So, yeah, those two pieces look like that. So, yes, that would be the same. And now we cut across the halfway. But if I look, I know that this top is bigger than the bottom, so I can't really cut it across because obviously when I fold them over, one side's going to be bigger than the other. So this one would be yes with an answer of 1. So those are the shapes I like to draw down. I like to draw the lines of symmetry with them to kind of get an idea of, oh, so here's shapes, here's that one. If you have graph paper, you notice they use graph paper to help you out. If you have graph paper to use, that's awesome. That can help you as well to get a better idea of do they actually have line symmetry. And now we need to draw the line of symmetry in the figure or design. So this one has line symmetry, which means I could fold these over and they'd be perfect. So they want to know is where is that line for me to draw? So if I look at this shape, I think of, well, here's one shape and here's a dot. So I think if I draw a line right down the middle, and if I would fold those over, are they both the same? Well, it looks like they're both one up from this spot. So that looks like the same, that would match. Then they go down one, and this one goes down one as well. Then they go straight down and straight down. Then they angle right back to the center. So I think if I would fold those over, it kind of look like scary eyes. If you fold those over, those would be a perfect match. So right here, this would be my line of symmetry. Line of symmetry right there. So you pause that video, draw that shape if you can. So how you can, and that line to show that that's the line of symmetry where if I draw that line, I could fold those in half and it would work. And now it says draw the other half of each figure to make the whole figure or design with line symmetry. So this tells me that these can be drawn. I just got to kind of complete the drawings. So I'm going to pause the video and sketch these out and see what would the other part look like, because it's kind of like they took this shape, fold it in half, and I see half of it. Now what they want me to do is really unfold that shape to see what would the whole shape look like. So if I kind of go through this one, I think of, so if it goes in here, I'm going to start right here in this dot. I'm going to go down one because that would match up. Then it looks like I go straight across like that does. Now the next one that goes up, so that means I have to go down. And now from there it goes back. And it looks like it goes over and up. And if I take a look at it, that looks like if I'd fold that in half, that would be exactly what the whole figure would look like if I unfolded it based on the information they gave me. Now this one looks like it's not as easy because it looks like there's a little more space between it. So let's see if we can figure out what this shape would look like. Well, it looks like they're kind of going on a line right here. So I'm thinking I got to do a angle right here that matches this outside angle. And now it looks like that same angle goes to this dot right here. And then if I connect these two dots right there, I'm thinking if I'd fold those two over, that would be a perfect match. It looks like this empty space on the inside right here matches up with this empty space. And I think if I would fold those over, that would be another perfect match. So those are the lines of symmetry. I unfolded it, and that is the piece that I got. So right now you can draw a big line on your paper, write down box 3. Now your turn. I want you to draw these shapes out in your notebook. I want you to go through the same kind of skill, the same kind of strategy we did about drawing lines horizontal or vertical, so try in other spots to see, can you find how many lines of symmetry each of these shapes has? If it's yes, write yes, and then how many? If it's no, obviously your answer would be 0. So you pause the video right now, write down this information, and good luck at finding the line symmetry and lines of symmetry. And I want you to draw the line of symmetry for this figure design. So draw this figure in your notebook right now. And can you draw the line of symmetry through this shape? And last but not least, you have the other half of the figure. Can you draw the other half of the figure to make a whole figure or design with line symmetry? So there's half of it. I want to see what the other half looks like with that line in the middle to see, is that a perfect match? So good luck. Pause the video, draw those shapes out, and see if you can find that match to the other side. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to write them down or share them out. If you have any strategies that helped you use to help you, make sure you include those as well. And as always, thanks again for another great lesson.